I'm here today because when I go around Kentucky, I mean, this is our democracy, right? And what we're seeing in Washington right now, what folks in power in Washington right now, what they're doing is not what Kentuckians voted for.
That's Amy McGrath talking to our political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez after a campaign event in the Trimble County area. In the race for Senator Mitch McConnell's seat, McGrath compared her campaign strategy to Governor Andy Beshear's. Isaiah Kim Martinez reports from Trimble County, about an hour northeast of Louisville.
Welcome, Amy McGrath, for U.S. Senate.
Talking to Milton, Kentucky voters, Democrat Amy McGrath, running for Mitch McConnell's Senate seat, was quick to condemn the U.S.-Israeli overnight strikes on Iran.
The American people don't want this. Plus, it's against what the president said he was going to do. He promised to get us out of endless wars. What are we doing?
McGrath is a former fighter pilot in the Marines, where she served for 20 years.
You can't do regime change from air power alone. So you're going to have ground troops.
She spoke at a local Democratic campaign luncheon in Trimble County, where she lost to McConnell by about 1,700 votes back in 2020. Donald Trump won 77% of the vote here in 2024. McGrath stressed this top campaign priority.
The single thing that I would do immediately is get rid of these across-the-board tariffs.
Recent independent polling shows she and Louisville's Charles Booker, who was campaigning in Lexington earlier this week, are the two front-runners in the Democratic Senate primary, now less than 3 months away.
Any Democratic nominee who's going to be competitive in November has to be able to talk to, listen to, and hear not only Democrats in the state, but also moderates and independents.
Her answers to some of my questions suggest she's again running as more of a moderate compared to Booker, who continues to take quite progressive stances, like calling for ICE to be abolished. Do you believe ICE should be abolished?
I think, like many Kentuckians, ICE definitely needs to be reined in.
In my interview, she compared her campaign to those of Governor Andy Beshear, who's won as a Democrat in Ruby Red, Kentucky.
I'm doing it in a way, the same way Governor Beshear, when he won both of his elections, did. He went around to all the counties in Kentucky and he talked about the things that matter to people.
Days ago, I asked Beshear if he thinks any of the Democratic candidates in this race have a shot. Republicans have held both of Kentucky's U.S. Senate seats since 1999.
We'll do better. The question is how much better, and can they pull it off? I believe both races will be competitive.
So far, a couple of the Republican Senate candidates have been active on the airwaves. The Democrats have not been. And so far, no indication yet if and when that'll change. In Trimble County, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
McGrath raised $90 million in her unsuccessful bid to unseat Mitch McConnell in 2020. At the end of 2025, campaign finance records show she has more than $300,000 in cash on hand for this Senate race. And besides McGrath, other Democrats in the race include Logan Forsyth from Western Kentucky, a former Secret Service special agent, Louisville horse trainer Dale Romans, who describes himself as a Wendell Ford Democrat after the former U.S. Senator and Governor, and a retired U.S. Air Force Colonel Pamela Stevenson, who currently serves in Kentucky's state legislature. On the Republican side, there's Congressman Andy Barr, who has served the Lexington district since 2013, Daniel Cameron of Louisville, the former Kentucky Attorney General, Lexington businessman Nate Morris, and U.S. Air Force veteran and business owner Michael Ferris.